What is going on, everybody? It is a sad day in Laker Nation. It has really been a sad day, sad night. We are down 3-0 to the Denver Nuggets. Doesn't look good. I got some special guests that we're going to talk about this game. A Denver fan, a sad Lakers fan like myself, and a Warriors fan that just wants to stick it to us. So let's get ready. Let's have a good show. Thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all. We're about to get the show started.
Live from LA like the Lakers with a late show. Home of the Dodgers with a palm trees grow. Feeling like Ben Roethlisberger when he went pro. With my stellar fans at everybody, let's go. Magic in the gathering for the ones that don't know. Late night with Suge, y'all turn into the show.
It's not a good Saturday night, guys. It is not a good Saturday.
Yes, it is.
Well, for one person, it is. Yes.
Weekend.
To my left, Miss Adelia is very happy right now. She is in the midst of sweeping us Lakers with the Denver Nuggets, and she's very happy because real quick backstory: me and her watched the 2020 finals between the Western Conference finals between Nuggets and Lakers, and she had a dear me, laughing and being happy all the time, and now she gets to do it back to me, and I'm here crying inside right now, like very, very much crying, and I'm sad. And it's a sad day, right, Mr. J? Sad day. Look at your son's sad. Look at him; he's just sad too. We're all sad, and Henry with that stupid smirk on his.
I wasn't even smirking.
All right, let's see who's in the chat. Living big with Big Reg. What's up? Hope you're having a good night. He's ready to go in on us. Sorry, I have been missing you. Love you, Suge. You and that booty. What's up? I think that's Brett. What's up, man? Hope you're well. Brandon. What's up, Brandon? Hope you're doing well too. I appreciate you being here. All right, let's get into it. Lakers fall to the Denver Nuggets at home where they were 7-0, 119 to 108. Lakers had played well in the second and third half. Only down 3 points going into the half. Took a lead at one point, but then just Jamal Murray in that first half was shooting very well. Something that Hendo had said that he could continue to do, which he did. But then in the second half, he wasn't scoring, but he was setting up other teammates to score, particularly Brown, Michael Porter Jr., and Caldwell Pope. And so Lakers are down 3-0 now in the series. One more game in LA. If they get swept in LA, this is probably for the Laker fans. This is probably the worst thing that can happen. Because I think if they get swept in LA, every Laker fan is turning on LeBron. But I just know that's what's going to happen. But from a Denver fan's point of view, Miss Adelia, how happy are you right now? 3-0. A lot of people, and the coach did talk about this after game one. All the narrative was about the Lakers and how
after game one, after game two as well.
After game two, and I think Murray had even brought it up. He says, "All you guys keep talking about is the Lakers. That's fine. We're just going to continue to beat them."
Let me just tell you how disrespected the Nuggets are. If you watch that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny promo they've got going before the games, it has the Lakers and the Suns in it, not the Nuggets.
Wow.
Still, tonight, after game 3, it's still the Suns. They have not changed it.
Brandon Buck must have got a hold of that video. That's why. Yeah, that is pretty disrespectful. Wow.
It's completely disrespectful.
That is really disrespectful. Well, How just Delia? I know we were talking earlier. How is just your confidence level right now with what you've been seeing from your team going into Game
It's
Four?
really high. I mean, how can it not be? I mean, they're not necessarily always playing the best in the game, but they're finding a way to win, and that's what you have to do in the playoffs is just find a way to win. That's what they're doing.
Facts. Yeah, facts. And the Lakers have not been doing that. Yeah, let me ask you a question, because I had said this to Hendo, and I've actually been saying it a lot lately, and I kind of want to know from a Denver fan, has this team been able to shoot like this all year? I mean, because I didn't watch them, I wasn't
Yes.
watching the Denver team. Has this team
Yes.
been able to shoot like this all year?
Yes, they've been shooting like this all year. It's been crazy to watch them this year. It's been great. This is the best I've ever seen the Nuggets ever, and I'm 41 years old in 9 days. So um, I'm really excited that the team is playing well. They're giving me the same vibes, this team, earlier this year. Probably around like February, I was getting the same vibes from this team that I got from the Avalanche last year, and the Avalanche went on a run and won the Stanley Cup. And now here the Nuggets are one win away from reaching the NBA Finals for the first time, something that's never happened, and it's really exciting.
Yeah, the record prior to this series, if Denver goes on to win, Lakers are 7-0 versus Denver in the playoffs. In Denver in
Yeah.
playoff series, uh, Denver is never,
I've seen several Western Conference Finals versus the Nuggets and the Lakers that we have been destroyed in. So yes, I know.
the ones with Carmelo Anthony, the late '80s with Magic was against Sleepy Floyd, but the recent ones were, yeah. And then I think there was a two Kobe's last, I think, playoff run. They played Denver,
Yeah,
and but I don't think that was a Western Conference final. I think that was just like a play
I think that was
round one.
I think that was just a regular series. But and
Yeah,
then
but
2020 in the bubble, which you mentioned we
yeah,
watched together, that sucked. So
yeah,
The bubble.
yeah. And then the next year after that, Murray tears his ACL, I believe,
yeah,
right, and misses
Murray
the whole playoffs.
ACL misses the playoffs in the entire next season. He didn't play at all
Yeah,
last year.
and he is making up for it. Let me tell you something. He has, my God, he's been hitting every shot. He's and you can't even say like, well, he's been hitting some lucky shots. He's been driving to the basket and he's taking it at the Lakers, distributing the ball, and really picked up his play and being very aggressive about it. Like he's really taking it to Lakers, and it seemed like we Dennis Schroeder was going to be able to control him. He hasn't been able to.
No one's
Like
been able to.
Yeah, nobody's been
Hachimura was
able
going to
to.
control Jokic. Yeah,
I mean tonight Jokic got 24, 6, and 8. That first he didn't score. I think in the first two quarters, I believe.
he wasn't taking shots. He wasn't
No, he was
aggressive.
taking shots. I
He
think he
took
was
three
taking
shots.
shots.
He took 3 shots. He wasn't being
In
aggressive.
the first quarter, okay, or first two.
Pretty
Quarters?
much like the first half. He wasn't
Okay.
looking to score. He wasn't doing much the first 2 quarters.
And I didn't really feel he did anything in the second half, but what he did do was able to command their attention and then score late in the game.
He had
Uh,
14 points in the fourth quarter.
I mean, that was mostly off of free throws because he kept fouling them.
He didn't get 14 free throws.
Let me check.
He had a
I'll check on
3-pointer.
that.
He had an and
Okay,
one.
well, since you want to give your opinion and everything, Mr. Hendo, why don't
Yes,
you go
sir.
ahead give us your thoughts on this game tonight?
Well, you left out 2 stats. The Nuggets are 7-0 when they take a 2-0 series lead, and the Lakers are 0-2. That's the stat you left out. For me, I don't know. I thought the Lakers were actually going to win this game because, like I said, Jokic wasn't being very aggressive during the first 2 quarters. And normally when he goes to the bench, that's when the Lakers go on their run. So third quarter, but about 8 minutes left with Jokic going to the bench with his 4th foul, I believe. The Nuggets were up 5. I said, all right, the Lakers are going to come back, score, take a big lead, and it's going to be a close game. But they didn't take advantage. And like Brodney always says, the Lakers have a brain fart and just start messing up. LeBron's turning the ball over, like they're just making bad decisions. What worked for them in the first half, they went away from. LeBron was driving to the basket constantly. Nobody could stop him. But then once again, he got fascinated with that outside shot. He hit 2 threes, and then fourth quarter came, crunch time, and he started missing again. So listen, the Lakers are done. This might be a sweep.
It might be. God, it might be a sweep because they're just. I don't know exactly like why they're having these brain farts. And it may, and you, let's be honest, it may just be because the Nuggets are making them have these brain farts. To be honest,
Not
like
some
at
of
this
it.
point, but at this point, you got to give the Nuggets credit. You
You
know,
do
because the Lakers do have a fight in them and they come back,
every
but
game.
then the Nuggets just weather that storm
Mhm.
and then they're able to fight it off, make shots, big shots for them, and then it seems like the Lakers just go into a fetal position.
Well,
Like,
I think they get away from their identity. Once again, they were the number one defensive team in the NBA, and their transition defense is horrible. They just stand
horrible.
there and watch people just drive by them. Like that's one of the things that I think Denver kind of outplays them in. Like they hustle, even if they don't have better players on the court, except for that Braun guy. I can't stand that kid. They just out hustle them. So if the Lakers can kind of get their defense back to the way that it was, they may win one game. Because I call this a gentleman's sweep. I didn't know that they were going to get swept in 4 games, being that the Lakers lost their first home game of the playoffs.
Yeah, they lost their first home game and just didn't that fourth quarter. They just didn't look right. I don't know what. And again, you have to kind of give. You kind of got to give the Nuggets
Nuggets.
credit. Like they started to play, you know, to their strengths and take the Lakers' strength away from them. You know why they stopped going to Anthony Davis in the post, why they stopped going to LeBron in the post. I have no idea.
Because
They
LeBron
just
kept
started to
shooting.
Yeah, well, he made those threes,
And that's
and
my
you're just
problem.
thinking, and you're putting in your head, you're just going like, God dang it, he's gonna keep shooting them.
And that's my problem. And that's the thing. That's the problem that not the problem, but that's the issue I had with Austin Reeves. Once they start making a couple shots, they keep going back to the well. That's like, this is going to cost y'all in the end of games because now you're overconfident. He made 2 in a row in the third quarter. Now LeBron's like, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
So instead of going back to what works and just slowly cutting that lead down, he's jacking up threes, jacking up long twos. Like, that's not your game. And that's the only issue I have with LeBron James. I know people think I don't like him, but I just think that he doesn't play to his strengths all the time.
For sure. Mr. J, being a Lakers fan, how give me your thoughts and how you're feeling right now.
Right now, just it is what it is. I know in the Discord or everywhere I'm at, I'm gonna defend the Lakers to the end. But right now, they're not helping me help them to defend them. Like just pretty much to pick back what Hendo said. Again, we were there, brain fart, was smoking layups, missing free throws. LeBron and AD or Darvin Ham or whoever just stopped going to them in the paint. We didn't pick up. I mean, we didn't force Jokic to defend us. We did when he had 4 fouls. Like that's amazing. Like, he had 4 fouls. Like, we didn't attack him that once, especially when LeBron was on him. But he decided to shoot the 3. He made it, but still, I don't think that was the right basketball play.
Yeah, real quick. Shout out to Ferris McDonough. If you didn't get to watch it yesterday, he received an award at his school. It was very. He gave a great speech. Shout out to Ferris. Just want to say congratulations, man. Real proud of you. And see you up there. You did a funny skit too. I believe I think he tweeted it out. If you want to go rewatch it, it's on YouTube. It was for him going to school. I think it was Sports Podcast of the Year, or if I'm mistaken, Ferris, please correct me. But it was a 3-way tie between him and 2 other podcasts. One of them should have won though because they were talking about the 49ers. Like
it was a cop out. They gave it to all 3 of them.
It should have been Ferris. Ferris saying Adelia, Jamal Murray, Kentucky product. Yes. Ferris would know that. Grandmaster Chris Paul is here to make sure I know to get the brooms out. Possibly if they get swept. Yeah.
But this is, you keep saying if they get swept. Listen, I'm not a Lakers fan, but the turnaround from what they had from a 2-10 start up until
it's amazing.
Right,
it's amazing. But
where's the energy?
What will happen with Laker fans? Which
he's not Kobe.
Where's Bronny at to say this? Laker fans will say, "Well, he's not Kobe," but then Bronny would be here and be like, "Well, Kobe didn't make the playoffs a couple of years," and it's
like did LeBron,
but I'm saying like it's it's a weird thing dynamic between Kobe and LeBron, because they were like when LeBron came in the league, he was put over Kobe right away.
Mhm.
And stats wise, he is better than Kobe. But people will bring up clutch and all these things. Yet stat wise, it shows that LeBron is still more clutch than Kobe, things like that. But I don't know. It's just a weird dynamic. And when you talk to Bronny, he'll say it's just because the Laker fans that think like that are insecure.
Right.
and Kobe members.
So I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Are you feeling doubly down because the Lakers lost and the Celtics lost their first two as well? Because I know you're a Celtics fan.
I am not a Celtics fan. You need to stop with that slander. Okay, I am not a Celtics fan.
You sure?
I like Jason Tatum.
Hmm.
Yes, I am not a Celtics fan.
Okay.
Okay, like am I not allowed to like Lamar Jackson?
I'm just asking. I mean, you're a Ravens fan.
Does that make
Of
me?
course,
I'm
of
not.
course you are.
Just God damn it! I can't stand him sometimes.
You do a Ravens podcast. Why wouldn't you like
I
it?
don't do a Ravens podcast. I do a Steelers podcast. I ran into a Browns fan today. It's pretty funny. We were talking about the podcast.
Both of y'all being losers? Oh.
No, God damn it, Hendo. No, we were talking about the podcast and what I do, and then he was like, "Oh, that's dope. I'll check it out." But he was a Browns fan, so
We take all kinds.
has like Hendo, is LeBron showing his age?
Yes.
Yeah.
And listen, I listen. Hats off to the Lakers because personally, to me, the way that Denver's been playing all year in the last couple of years, I think the Lakers should have got blown out every game. I just think that with the heavy minutes that LeBron and AD have to play, and being that they're supposedly injured, it takes a lot to come back. You go down 15, 18 points. It takes a lot to come back and get back into a game. You exert a lot of energy. You play your starters a lot of minutes. So when you get into the second half and crunch time, they're fatigued. That's why you see LeBron miss a lot of layups. He's tired. Like, and especially with the playoffs, for some reason, they want to go every other night. I think that's to the Lakers. I think that's to the Lakers' disadvantage because LeBron, credit to him for his 19 years of outstanding play. But once you start getting to the playoffs and playing all of these series and all of these games, it starts to hit you no matter how good of a shape you're in. You get fatigued playing a lot of minutes.
Now, if the next game is on Monday, the Lakers will be playing. They're at home again.
You mean the last game's on Monday?
Possibly. What do you expect from Jay? What do you expect from the Lakers on Monday? Do you feel like they'll come back and win a game, or you think they're just going to give up? Because this is real demoralizing. Like, you had two opportunities to steal a game in Denver, and now you just kind of give up in this game in LA. Do you think they'll at least get one?
My hope is that it will. Hopefully, Obama plays. Right, Ham actually plays them, but for what we've all seen, even like from a fan like me, like we would get there, we would get the lead, especially in game 2. We would control all 3 quarters and just let up. Like do we want to win? Like, or are you gonna have like D'Angelo Russell's attitude right now? Just says, "I'm just here." Fuck it.
Yeah, he's had a bad attitude.
Really?
Adilio. Well, I mean, not a bad. I'll take it back. He does have a bad attitude. He's just not performing. Like, Brown had came out and said, like, "Oh, he tries to play defense." Like, I would have came out in this game and like desperately try to show at least either offensively or defensively
that I care.
That I care. And he didn't. It didn't seem like that first couple minutes in the second half that I was watching. Like, it didn't even seem like he was caring. He was just, out there. That might be me though. I don't know. Adelia, what do you expect from Denver? I mean, obviously you want them to win. But what do you expect from Denver on Monday? Do you think that they're gonna just try to push it, or say, you know what, if they get this game, that's fine. We'll just win it on a home court.
I mean, I think they'll try to get the sweep, but I don't think they're necessarily concerned if they don't win on Monday, because I mean, I think we've lost 7 games at home all season, so we've defended home court extraordinarily well in the playoffs so far, and I think that they'll have confidence that they can go back to Denver and win it. I am sure that we'll see another raft of people on Twitter saying, "Oh, it's because of the altitude. The altitude affects them just as much as it affects the Lakers. They're just more used to the fact that their lungs are burning." Trust me, I've lived in Denver for years. You deal with it, but you're never fully like adjusted to it. But I think they'll try to win on Monday, but not be super concerned if they don't.
Okay. And Jay, for the Lakers, I don't think any team's ever come down 3-0 from 3-0, I believe. Obviously, we obviously know 3-1 has happened. What are the Lakers? Obviously, they got to get this game on Monday, but what has to change going forward if they're able to get this game on Monday, or even to get the game on Monday, has to change for the Lakers to win a game or come back in this series?
It's pretty much effort, basic effort, hustle.
For sure, especially in the transition, especially like they gotta understand they got LeBron and AD have to be in the post and go to the basket. Stop jacking up threes. I think you're right, Hendo. Like after LeBron made those two, even other people, I think Hachimura shot a couple threes, Schroeder shot a couple threes, and just completely were bricking them. And you've got to see that and say, okay, we got to drive to the basket. Like when they drove to the basket, good things were happening. You were slowing down the Denver Nuggets, and being able to get in a set defense to try to defend them. When they're out in scrambles and they're able to get 2 or 3 passes and you got the defense scrambling, it's very hard to defend. And that's what got Denver in the lead and then pulling away from the Lakers when they started just raining threes on the Lakers in that last like 5 or 6 minutes, if I remember correctly. Hendo, what do you see happening on Monday? Give me your prediction for Monday.
Unfortunately, it's less basketball for us, but Denver's going to sweep them. I just saw on TV where the Lakers took a 1-point lead and Denver went on a 13-0 run in the fourth quarter. You have arguably the best player on the planet, the best player ever. How do you allow a team to score 13 unanswered? I think Monday in game 4, I think Denver's going to run them because they can see that they're tired and they know, listen, we can run all game because this might be the last one at least for 5 days, and depending upon what happens in the next series. I think when they run, it doesn't allow the Lakers to get into their half-court defense, and they can't defend them because they're just scrambling around. And a lot of those guys don't have the foot speed to keep up with those young guys. KCP, Bruce Brown, outstanding. They just have younger, athletic guys who can score. And if Aaron Gordon is giving them any type of scoring, you see what happens. So I just think that Jokic is going to be a little more aggressive this game. I think he's going to go out with another triple-double, and it's going to end the Lakers season.
Adelia, what would you like? A sweep, gentleman's sweep, or a Lakers
sweep.
Comeback?
Always prefer a sweep. Definitely no Lakers comeback, and definitely no 7 games.
Okay. Obviously, that you as a Nugget fan, that's what you want. You want that sweep.
Yeah. No, because I also think that there's a good chance that the Heat are going to sweep the Celtics, and so I don't want this to turn into a long, drawn-out series that we tire ourselves out in trying to get that last game, and then have the Heat sitting there waiting and resting. I don't want that. So.
Yeah, makes sense. Does anybody think the Lakers can come back?
Come back to what?
Look in this series.
Look competitive? Yes, they can come back to look competitive.
No. Can they win? Can they win and make this a 7-game series?
I believe the stat that was on the pregame show was that teams that have gone down 3-0 are 0-149. I don't think it's.
Yeah, I think that might be right. Yeah.
And 0-149. Wow.
No, the stat is actually 0-150.
150.
Yeah.
Come Monday night.
It's going to be 150.
Come Monday night. They just can't stop them. Like Once again, the Lakers can't seem to get out of their own way. LeBron, first half, constantly in the lane. No one can guard him. And now he wants to go play the perimeter and shoot jump shots. And I put some of that on the head coach because, listen, I know you're LeBron James, but bruh, chill out. Go to the basket. Even when you drive and kick, somebody's open because they're double and triple teaming you. And the reverse happened in the second half with Jokic. When you put Hachimura on him, they had to double and triple him. And he just kept finding an open guy. And that's why they went on that 13-0 lead, 13-0 run. Because once again, Denver got back into what works for them. And unfortunately, the Lakers can't do it. And they listen, the Lakers keep getting leads in all three games. They've had double-digit leads, I believe, in all three games or close to it. And they just can't seem to hold it.
Or at least 9 points. I know for sure 9 points.
Well, yeah, at least, right. And they just can't seem to hold it. Like, you would think that a veteran team would be able to come together and make the basketball plays because their players have high basketball IQs. But the one thing that I know is this isn't the bubble. So
do you think the bubble mattered?
Hell yeah, it mattered. You think playing in a bubble and playing in Denver are exactly the same thing?
Oh, obviously not. But I mean, but it's still, you don't think it's still high pressure basketball?
You can say it is, but there's no home court advantage.
True, there isn't. But that affects both teams. So why do you think it affects only the Lakers? I
didn't say it only affects the Lakers. I'm just saying, listen, there's different factors and different things. You have travel. You have dependent upon your role players. Different role players play different in different situations. You have that bubble, so someone may feel comfortable because they have nothing else to do. So there's no pressure on. But I'm saying it goes the same for both teams. I'm just picking at the Lakers because now that they're not in the bubble, they can't seem to handle the pressure.
I mean, it felt like they were able to the first two series, and then I don't know what's happened. Like in those two games in Denver, like me and Jay talked about it. It just felt like the Lakers had opportunity. Still one of those games, and this game, it just really felt like they gave up. To be honest with you, that's how I felt. Like watching the game, like after the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter, it just felt like they gave up. Like they were like, "Nah, we're done." I think so.
I just think it's rinse and repeat. If you watch the previous two games, the same thing happens. Denver gets a big lead. The Lakers come back, take the lead. Denver goes on in the fourth quarter and wins the game. It's not.
Yeah, but the fourth quarters in Denver were a lot closer. This one fell at 5 minutes.
This was close. They were up by one.
Yeah, but they went on a 13-0 run. When it was 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Denver hit like 2 or 3 threes. They took a timeout. They missed a lob to AD, and Denver comes down. And I think Jokic hits a 2 or gets fouled. Hits 2 free throws. Mm-hmm. And after that point, it didn't like there were shots, and it didn't feel like nobody hustled to get the ball. Nobody was hustling to get to shooters on Denver. It just felt like they just said, if you make it, you make it. Like I understand you're letting Green shoot, but like Brown, KCP, Michael Porter Jr., they've been hitting shots. You have to close out on them, or you at least need to keep a body on them. Mm-hmm. And it just felt like they were hitting wide open shots because the Lakers players weren't even running to them as quick as possible, or at least giving an effort. You know, they weren't even, like, it just felt like they weren't.
Well, that's because Lakers commentators said they couldn't continue to shoot like they did in game one.
Well, I'm not a commentator because that's not what
I didn't say. You know? I didn't say you.
Well, you keep bringing it up.
Guilty mouth speak.
Anyway, Adelia. I hate you, Hendo. So yeah, it comes down to Monday. Lakers got to do something to at least push us back to Denver. Take one game at a time is really all you can do with that mindset. And pray that LeBron does what he did against the Warriors when they were down 3-1. And a comeback. That's, as a Laker fan, that's all you can hope for. And all of a sudden they decide to play transition defense and they get a lead and they hold on to it instead of giving it up. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I mean, that's all you can pray for as of right now. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of speechless about this game. Like, I thought the Lakers, when they had that lead, I was like, okay, the Lakers are gonna, win this game. It's tough, but they'll be okay, and then we'll go to Monday. And if they can win Monday, then it's just they held home. They held home court. Held serve at home court, and it just again, I felt like they just gave up to me. They had 5 minutes. It was like only a 3-point game or something like that, and they just decided like, hey, we're not going to go for rebounds. Hey, Jokic is going to pass the ball out of the post, and we're just going to kind of lollygag to get to the shooters and throw our hands up.
But you gotta realize but you gotta realize some people get tired, bro. Like when you just constantly run around chasing people all game, they get tired.
I hate to say this because I'm one of those people that don't like to say this. You get paid billions to play this game. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, it's a coach.
If you're that tired, tell the coach, hey, I need a break.
What if they do? Else. What if they do? And the coach is like, nah, bro, suck it up.
In football, I can see that. I don't know about basketball. I feel you can give someone a 2-minute rest to sit down.
You sure? Because they tried to get somebody a rest and put that kid Brown in, and he just left Austin Reeves wide open for that 3, and they took him out immediately. He called the timeout.
Immediately,
get to the bench, sir.
Yeah.
So whomever he was subbing for, they didn't get their rest.
I don't know. Lakers need to figure out something, man, because this does not look good. I am shell shocked. I am just and like I said, I asked Adelia. I've had people comment and say that the Nuggets have been shooting like this all year, and I have to take their word for it because they've watched them. Adelia's watched the Nuggets. These Nuggets fans have watched them. I sure didn't, so I wasn't sure. I didn't think Jamal Murray was going to continue to score like this, but he's 37 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He might win if he can do that. If he does that in the finals, it's MVP right there. I know Jokic won. Jokic is a former MVP, 2-time MVP, but
should have been 3.
Should have been 3. How do you feel about that, Adelia? With Embiid winning.
I sort of figured earlier this year that Embiid was probably going to end up winning just because they seem to not want to give people 3 straight MVPs. I think Jokic deserved to be the MVP. I think he's proven in the playoffs why he deserved to be the MVP. And he had a more quiet game tonight, but he still was very impactful when it mattered the most in the fourth quarter. And he's the fact that he's not first team All NBA honestly bothers me more than the fact that he's not the MVP.
For sure. Yeah.
The sad thing is,
6 rebounds, 8 assists, 24 points.
The sad thing is, Suge,
what's that?
He didn't play half as well as he has during the regular season, and y'all still got beat. Imagine if he plays like he normally plays come Monday. Y'all can get blown out.
Oh, we don't get blown out. That'd be worse. Blown out at home and swept. I'm in LA. They might riot.
Do you listen? Do you shake their hands or do you just walk off the court?
You have to shake their hands.
Okay.
This isn't Sacramento. This isn't the Grizzlies. Like, they just beat you up. They outplayed you. Like, why would you not shake their hand? There's no reason not to.
Some people's feelings get hurt.
With rivals, sure. If this was like Sacramento, or if this was the Grizzlies, or this was the Clippers, maybe. But I don't think you don't be disrespectful like that. They beat you. They just beat you fair and square. You had opportunities.
Yeah, the refs tried to give him a lot of opportunities.
I know. I saw your tweet about that. What were you talking about? I'm just asking. What were you?
Oh no. That what was it? The 4th foul on Jokic versus Anthony Davis under the basket because their legs touched. Come on, bro. I've seen the Lakers maul people, and the refs just turn their head and look to the side. My thing is call it on both. If you're gonna call it one way, call it on both sides.
What I know, his knee or whatever. Were they calling it
their calves?
No, but because I know when you shoot the 3-pointer, if someone goes under you, they'll call that, which I think is ridiculous. I know why, because of players getting hurt, but I'm wondering, is that why they called that foul? I'm not really sure.
And also they were calling. I'm sorry. Also, they were calling late calls. I don't mind you calling a foul on certain things, but they would sit there and watch to see if the player hit the shot. Then when they missed it, they blow the whistle. Like if you're gonna call it,
Yeah, you know what? I think I've noticed that, and I think the reason why they do that, which is stupid, is the continuation of a 3 point play. Just blow the whistle, and if it's a continuation, it's a continuation. But I think they're like you did because they even said it on broadcast, like, oh, if they make it, then they're not going to call a foul. Well, a foul's a
But
foul,
if it's a foul, exactly, a foul is a foul.
and if they score, then it's a 3 point play. Oh god, here we go. I don't
Hi,
know what's
Saul.
more embarrassing, the
up,
sweep
Saul?
that's about to happen or seeing Suge promote his TikTok. I promote my TikTok all the time. What's wrong with that? And Saul, why were you in here at 2 a.m. ducking Suge? You're always ducking me. I know that. But shout out to Saul. Hope you're doing well. This game is at 5:30 on Monday. I think I even
8:30.
tweeted out. No, it's 5:30.
8:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Oh yeah.
7:30, 6:30 if you're in Denver.
Well, for the rest of us, should for the rest.
It's 5:30 for me. But I was thinking, I said that maybe I need to stop doing these because every time I've done one, the Lakers have lost.
You got to keep the tradition going, bruh.
No,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna wait until after the game to do it, like to set up the stream and everything, because
Oh, that's what's up. I want to move.
it's 11 a.m. and I'm in Bangkok. What are you doing in Bangkok?
Listen, I might move there. It's cheap.
The food great over there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Thai
It's cheap
food is
living.
good.
Yeah.
I love Thai food. I hope you're having fun. Hope you're staying safe.
Crispy
Hope you're not getting in trouble. Be safe out there, Saul. What was I gonna say right now? I was saying something about
You're not gonna put up.
I'm gonna wait until after the game to set up a stream.
That's not gonna make a difference. Your karma is not making the Lakers lose. Trust me, if it's anybody's, it's Brodney's.
Man, Rodney was not happy face. I put that gif of Jamal Murray in the Discord.
He's like, I hate that guy. For what? He's doing his job.
I think he called him an emu.
He doesn't like the shape of his nose. Like that's ridiculous.
I just don't know how his beard, like he's like a 5 o'clock shadow here and it's full here. I'm like, what's going on?
Stop the hate, increase the peace.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more we can say about this game.
I'm gonna watch it again. That's what we can say.
I'm not watching this shit again, bro.
Mr. J is not happy. Jay is not happy. Mr. J, are you doing live streaming soon? Are you backing out of that?
No, I'm gonna try to get some ideas. Just find a topic. Because I don't want to like step on y'all toes. No,
step on whose toes?
I mean, Hendo does it all the time. So
he's lying. I haven't even streamed in like a week.
You haven't. You haven't. Why have you not been streaming? What's going on? You quitting on me?
Nah, I'm just setting some things up, trying to get some structure going and get a new schedule for myself. Jeez. That way things will be in place and so everything won't be so herky jerky. So if there are actual people trying to watch me, they'll know specifically what time to watch me every week.
You have 1,800 followers.
That doesn't mean
people are watching you. People are watching you. Stop it. People love to watch you.
Listen, I saw a guy because I go through YouTube and watch other people's channels to get ideas and see what they're doing. I saw a guy, he has 59,000 subscribers. 59,000. I think he was a Ravens YouTuber or something he was doing. When I saw his videos, the guy was getting an average of 9 views per video. How do you have 59,000 subs and only get an average of 9 views per video? So don't say just because you have 1,800.
But it's something with the algorithm that YouTube messes with certain things.
They do. They take people's They take people's numbers away, and they do certain things, and they hide videos.
Because I did that. I did that live watch along of the boxing fight, and I had like 500 views. And I'll do an episode, and I get not even the same views.
Well,
all I literally did was sit there and look at a screen like this.
People love that. If you do that, we've proven that when we've done the watch along with the football games. People just want to watch games with you. We weren't doing anything special.
That's true. I don't know.
Long year.
I don't know. YouTube is weird. You know this. We've had these weird conversations about YouTube and just it's such a pain.
Yeah.
Like, and also too, just coming up with fresh ideas. You know, you see people doing stuff, and you're like, I want to kind of do that. Like, I've always wanted to do the trailer reactions or
Why not?
movie watch alongs and stuff like that. But it's like everybody does them.
But
There's
here's the
not
thing,
going to
though.
be.
But here's the thing, Shug. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything that
There isn't.
everybody's doing on YouTube has already been done a million times over. It's just about you putting your spin on it, finding your audience and your community, and building off that. Because nothing that I do, nothing that you do, nothing that Adelia does is new. People just did. People just like us for the perspectives that we bring or how we do it. So you can see somebody else doing movie reviews, but you put Suge's spin on it. You add something different that they're not doing, something that complements your personality.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I'm the guy that doesn't like the Dark Knight. Yeah, him quietly
I
staring
don't
at the
like
screen
Batman. I
as
don't like the
Suge's
Batman
best
movie.
bit. Shut up, Saul.
Well, then that way
Why?
he's not giving out false information if he's doing that. So you might be right.
True. I don't know. I just think that I enjoy streaming. I enjoy especially streaming playing video games. That's one thing I do love to do.
Why don't you do it on
But
YouTube?
you know, because OBS you have to set it up, and then like it's like this weird thing. But you can pay OBS Streamlabs,
Then
and
find a
but
different
you
way
have
to
to
do
pay. There's not really another way because the way you have to do a game capture, you can't do it on StreamYards because it won't capture the game audio.
You
Like
sure?
you won't.
Because
Yeah.
me and Bradley did it. We tested it out and we did it.
No. You won't catch the game. You won't get the game audio
I got the game audio.
from how.
I don't know. I went straight in from the PS5 because Bradley and I were testing. I forgot which game we were playing, but we would test. Oh, we were playing Call of Duty.
But you were sharing. But you shared your screen, right?
No, we did it. I did it individually. We did it individually. So like, I just wanted to see if I could do it, and I did it. And then I went in because I was just doing testers, just to see if I ever were to try it. And then I went back and watched it. The audio, everything was there.
I would have to see how you did it because it doesn't. Because I have a game capture. It doesn't. It won't. StreamYards won't capture it.
I don't have that. I just went straight from my PS5 to YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That. Yeah. That's easy. Yeah. I could do that.
So once again, change the format of how you do it.
I don't.
Then you don't want to do it.
Yeah. I really don't. I want to do it to both platforms. To be honest with you.
I'm sure there's.
Hendo gets so angry when he gives advice and then someone says no, they don't want to do it.
No, you told me there was, first of all, I don't get upset. What happened was you told me there was no way to do it.
No. I thought you were talking about through OBS, but you did it through the PlayStation 5. You know, I have a PlayStation 5. Adelia, did you hear about that story?
No.
I bought a PlayStation 5 in right before Christmas. It's still sitting in the box. I haven't touched it.
And he got in trouble for it.
I did get in trouble for buying it, but it's just sitting there. Mr. J the 6th, let people know where they can find you at, and where they can see all your lovely content.
You can find me mainly on Twitch, a little bit on TikTok, and coming soon on YouTube. Once I get my act together and some ideas,
this week.
We'll see. But I want to record a video first before I live stream, just to make sure you get that flow of it. Or how you?
I mean, you recorded 6 videos.
You mean recorded 6 videos? I'm talking about for me.
Oh, okay.
I know I've been on your show. I'm just saying from me to the world. But I'm starting to. I want to expand. Starting soon, or it has, like Hendo said this week. Man, why that face, man?
Because you said you want to record a video before you live stream, but you've been recording videos and you're live streaming right now.
I'm saying with the help of y'all.
You can still get the help of us. It's just you'll be in Suge's position and everybody else will be around you.
Sure.
You just gotta jump out.
Hey, Jay,
I know I gotta do it. But I will.
You just gotta jump out there. We all had. Listen. I to this day, I still get nervous when I do my own live streams.
What?
I still get nervous. So I mean, it is what it is. You just gotta do it.
I will. This time I'm serious. I know the other time I was screwing around, but not this time.
Jay, doesn't Hendo make you feel bad?
Bad
Why
about what?
isn't it hooked up? Whoa, why isn't my PS5 not hooked up?
Nah,
He's an idiot.
Hooked it up because I just haven't hooked it up. I bought it and I just haven't hooked it up. I'm probably giving it to my son.
Well, I got mine immediately. No hesitation.
I got the Xbox right here. I play that. Mr. Hendo, where can the people find your great content and follow you on the internet?
You can find me at the Rogue Pod on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. I am also in audio form, so wherever you get your audio podcast from, I can be found there. Starting this week, I believe I'm going to be starting a new schedule where every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. I'm going to do a live stream for the upcoming football season. Then every Wednesday at 6 p.m. I'll drop a video. Then every Saturday night at 8 p.m. there will be Hanging with Hendo. Patreon only.
Coming back.
Patreon only, though. It's not going to be for the world. It's just going to be for the patrons. So you have to subscribe.
Hey, Jay, when you get the link, just send it to me, okay?
Hey, you can't. Is it like his Patreon? What, $3-5?
Well, I can't get money to a Ravens fan.
He does anyway. I was just about to say I'm going to put it in the Discord, but now that he made that smart remark.
Wait, don't you give tips all the time to everybody? What you mean?
Yeah,
I'm giving tips to them, not to the Ravens.
Right. He supports all the Ravens streams.
I do. Is anything else, Hendo? What about Tuesdays?
Oh, Tuesdays I record with my man Dre. Friday evenings at 6 p.m. I do electric relaxation with my man Mr. Galloway, talking all things hip hop, especially old school.
What about Mondays?
New school.
Monday nights, 9 p.m. Sip the Tally Films with Coach Evans, Chris Just Joking from Deep Cover Podcast, Jose and Bradley from Lunch Break Hot Take, and OTL Mike from Open Mic. With OTL Mike, we do a Ravens Roundtable at 9 p.m. Make sure you check all that out.
Yeah, you do.
I do too much. That's why I'm about to. That's why I'm moving my schedule around, because I'm about to condense things and do a lot less.
Yeah, and he forgot about Tuesdays at 6:15. He's on a Still Conspiracy podcast, but we won't talk about that.
I'm retired.
He says he hasn't been doing that show. He's been doing it since September.
I'm putting in my retirement papers.
That's fine. Miss Adelia or Adelia. I'm sorry, not Miss Adelia. Adelia, where can the lovely people find you and your great content?
What do you mean?
I've known Adelia for 4 years now.
3 years.
3 years.
Still cool?
And I used to say, surprisingly, right? And I used to say Miss Adelia, and she says, "I'm not that old. Don't do that." So I always forget because I'm trying to be respectful. But she says, "Don't do that." So I oblige. Don't do that.
That's fair.
So, but Adelia, where can the lovely people find your content and where they can follow you at?
You can follow me on Twitter at Adelia Chambo. I basically only really tweet about sports and the stuff that the Let's Get Ready Network does. On the Let's Get Ready Network, you can find me more on the LGRN The Highlights channel, where I co-host Starting 11 every Tuesday, at 3 p.m. Pacific. We're wrapping that up in 2 weeks. The English Premier League season is almost over. And then you can find me also on Playoff Beards, which is our NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs recap show. That will have an episode coming up soon at the end of the conference finals. And you can find me on The Rally with Ferris. We'll have an episode coming out this week previewing the French Open. And you can also find me sometimes on the LGRN Entertainment channel on Entertainment News Break now as well.
There you go. Yes, Adelia is very knowledgeable in soccer, hockey,
tennis.
Actually, pretty much tennis, very much tennis, which I love tennis. She's very knowledgeable in all of sports, but those three in particular, really good insight, really good knowledge. It was awesome. I don't know if you had the videos up, Adelia, of her doing the World Cup. She watched every World Cup game. It was just awesome to watch and
those are no longer up. but
those are no longer up. But those were fun. Those were fun.
Those
I got
were
to watch
fun,
the,
yeah.
I got to watch the World Cup, the whole thing with her and Snark and Ferris and Matt Munoz. It was really awesome. So make sure to check out their LGR stuff. I believe they have 2 channels, a sports channel and a regular channel for entertainment.
LGR in the
Check out both.
highlights, which we're only 4 away from 100. So if you could subscribe to that, that'd be great.
Make sure to go do that. And for me, you can find me at Suge Knight 323 on TikTok and Twitter. Suge Knight 1323 on Twitch, where I usually play video games, Magic the Gathering. I will be streaming tomorrow morning, I believe, because I am playing a tournament of Magic the Gathering. So come check me out. I usually hang out there and play these Magic tournaments. And you can find me here on Tuesdays for the Steel Conspiracy, which is a Ravens and Steelers podcast. Currently, because the football season is not yet started, we're going to be mostly talking about NBA playoffs and anything else happening in the playoffs or in the sports world that is news. And Late Night with Suge Knight will hopefully be coming back soon. I just got to figure it out. And I can't say anything with him though. Like I say something and I get that disappointed dad look every time. See? Disappointed dad
I didn't
look.
say anything.
You don't have to say it. I know what you're thinking though. But you can find me there. And then I have some things coming up that I'll be doing. So check out, I'll be doing some shorts and stuff. I think also too coming up soon, once the Ahsoka series comes out, me and Jay will be doing reviews of that. So look out for those on the channel. Really appreciate everybody being here tonight. Saul, Ferris, Grandmaster Chris Paul. Be here Monday. I'm either going to be crying or somewhat happy we didn't get swept. So it's going to be either one. You ever see a grown man cry? Make sure to be here on Monday. So why would I cry? Because
you're being put
getting
out
swept.
You're being put out your misery. You're being put out of your misery. If they win game, listen, I guarantee you, if they win game 4, that's going to give so many Lakers fans hope. Oh, we down 3-1. LeBron did it before. We can do it again. Now your hopes are up.
And then get murked and just get murked in Denver.
Right. So why not just rip that Band-Aid off. Just get it out the way and continue on with your life. That's all I'm saying.
And be like you, a Warriors fan, and just lost in the second round again.
Hey, listen. Yeah, I'm good with it. We won a championship last year.
That's true.
So y'all can yap all y'all want. We have a championship. I cannot not be happy for an organization that's never been to the finals. What in the last year? In the last 2 years? Or we Baltimore Ravens in it and going back into the past.
I'm thinking, I thought we had another 10 years, a few years before.
Nah. This is basketball. Basketball's different. We only do that in football. And the Steelers started that mess.
What did we start?
Oh, we won a Super Bowl in the last 10 years. So
I've never said that.
Sure, you're a Ravens fan. I didn't say you.
Damn. Not a damn Ravens fan. You need to stop saying that. Like you're putting it out there that I'm a Ravens fan. It's disrespectful. Have a good night, everybody. Yes. Oh shoot, you have that video. Never mind. Have a good night, everybody.
Talk to you.